This gum heals dental nightmares like cavities, chronic gut tormentors like irritable bowel syndrome, and so much more. If you suffer from oral problems like bad breath or a bad taste in your mouth, tooth decay, a coated tongue, gum inflammation, or digestive issues like bloating, gas, constipation, or even Crohn's disease, then mastic gum is exactly what you've been looking for. We will take you through the rich history of using this heralded remedy, the origins, causes, and connections behind these nagging issues, the stunning research behind mastic gum, how to implement it so you can achieve maximal benefit, and even a way to unlock the next level of your health in a way you didn't think was possible. We've distilled down dozens of peer-reviewed research articles that span decades, and even had our friends travel across the globe to a small island in the Mediterranean Sea, the only place in the world where this crop can be grown, for behind-the-scenes footage of the mastic tree. But what properties can this gum possibly have for researchers to have called it a potent anti-tumor agent? Today, we dive into a topic that beautifully intertwines the ancient past with cutting-edge scientific discovery, the remarkable powers of mastic gum. From safeguarding oral health to ensuring the well-being of our digestive system, mastic gum is a multifaceted healing agent. Our story begins with the captivating history of mastic gum, tracing back over 2,500 years to the Greek island of Chios. Here, the mastic tree yields its precious resin, revered not just for its unique flavor, but for its substantial therapeutic properties. Esteemed figures throughout history, from Herodotus to the father of medicine Hippocrates, to the legendary physicians of Roman times like Galen, all prescribed mastic gum for improving oral and dental health, as well as for various GI ailments like nausea and diarrhea. But before we unravel the secret of mastic gum, let us address the overlooked cornerstone of overall wellness, oral health.
There is nearly no chronic disease that I couldn't reconnect back to the mouth. A process has gone wrong in the mouth first.
Our mouth is the gateway to the body, teeming with countless microorganisms. While many coexist peacefully, others can trigger dental conditions like cavities and gum diseases. Cavities form when Streptococcus mutans and other bacteria ferment carbohydrates and produce acids that erode tooth enamel. Meanwhile, gum disease involves a separate, sinister cohort of anaerobic, gram-negative bacteria such as P. gingivalis, which thrive in the oxygen-deprived environment of our gum pockets, causing inflammation and destruction of gum tissue. But what does all this have to do with mastic gum? We'll get there soon. Dentists and hygienists tackle these issues through various strategies, advocating for regular brushing, flossing, and the use of antimicrobial agents. These efforts aim not only to directly curb the growth of cavity-causing bacteria, but also to disrupt the sticky, stubbly biofilms we know as plaque. These plaques act as fortified bacterial cities on our teeth, creating molecular infrastructure to stubbornly resist many conventional antimicrobials and enhance their infectious capabilities. This is where the powerful antimicrobial properties of mastic gum come to light. Research has illuminated its role in fighting off detrimental oral bacteria, particularly those responsible for cavities and gum disease. Clinical studies have particularly highlighted mastic gum's effectiveness against a number of pathogens. Extended use of mastic gum was shown to have a positive impact on the bacterial population in the mouth. Even more compellingly, regular chewing of mastic gum was found to significantly lower the abundance of the notorious cavity-causing bacteria, Streptococcus mutans. Mastic gum's prowess doesn't stop at individual bacterial battles. It extends to the arena of plaque disruption. By targeting the very infrastructure of plaque, mastic gum has been shown to slow plaque development, critical in the pathogenesis of both cavities and gum diseases. The resin doesn't just defend against external pathogens, it also fortifies the body's internal defenses. Many don't know, but our mouths actually have their own immune system in order to protect against these pathogens. Studies have indicated that mastic gum may enhance the lifespan of oral polymorphonuclear leukocytes, the mouth's version of white blood cells, thus bolstering our immune response and aiding in fighting off oral infections more effectively. Another shocking fact is that mastic may even help us reverse some tooth decay through its protective mechanisms. That's right, it's often overlooked by the mainstream that our teeth are not mere stones sitting in our mouths, but are a dynamic tissue constantly renewing themselves with minerals. When this process becomes impaired, we start to see tooth decay and cavities start to pop up. However, it's been shown that this remineralization process is actually positively impacted by chewing mastic gum, suggesting that it can aid in regenerating our teeth. I can personally attest to mastic gum giving an invigorating sense of oral cleanliness, a testament to its effectiveness in addressing health at a microscopic level. The nice part is that it feels naturally clean. It's not harsh and doesn't feel artificial like most commercial toothpastes, gums, and mouthwashes. Turning our attention to gum diseases, mastic's beneficial compounds have been shown to prevent gum infections and even outperform some conventional antimicrobial interventions such as hydrogen peroxide. Its wide-ranging antimicrobial activity extends to combating the different types of candida and bacteria implicated in chronic gum disease. Mastic gum has even shown the ability to eliminate P. gingivalis, the bacteria most implicated in the development of gingivitis, bad breath, and other gum inflammatory conditions. Moreover, mastic gum has striking anti-inflammatory properties, mitigating the tissue-damaging inflammation typically associated with gum disease. Now, this next part you may have a hard time believing, but it's the truth. Perhaps one of the most groundbreaking aspects of mastic gum is its ability to prevent and treat oral cancer. You heard that right. Laboratory settings have borne witness to mastic extract's ability to kill oral cancer cells in culture and even suppress oral tumor development in animals. Due to this, researchers have called it a potent anti-tumor agent. Its utility as an anti-cancer agent lies not just in the inhibition of cell proliferation, but also in modulating key signaling pathways within cancer cells. Thus, it's evident that mastic gum acts as a brigade of ancient Spartan warriors valiantly battling oral health issues. But is it possible for this legion to extend its benefits to the gastrointestinal system? It may seem odd, but the mouth is actually a part of our digestive tract, directly connected to the gut as the health of both systems are uniquely intertwined. Much like its therapeutic properties in the mouth, mastic gum's influence stretches into the gut, providing numerous digestive health benefits. Waking up to a white coated tongue is an all too common red flag signaling underlying health issues. It's tempting to simply scrape it off, but that's just skimming the surface of a deeper problem. This unsightly layer is usually due to bacterial overgrowth, often stemming from the intestines. I'm serious, take a moment to look at your tongue with your front camera, especially the back part. There's a good chance you have this and haven't even noticed it yet. If you spot that telltale white film, remember, mastic gum is a reliable way to tackle this unpleasant issue at the root cause and bring relief from this stubborn and serious problem. The movement of food and bacteria up the GI tract instead of down, known as reverse peristalsis, is a major contributor to this problem. The dysfunction of the coordinated contractions of the gastrointestinal tract, known as motility issues, is a hallmark of digestive dysfunction, with slow transit times being seen in conditions like IBS, even with diarrhea. The longer food sticks around without being moved along, the longer bacteria have to feed on it, which can lead to their buildup and overgrowth. This type of bacterial overgrowth can lead to the formation of infectious biofilms in the gut, causing all types of inflammation, damage, pain, and sensitivity in the gut while ruining bowel habits. They also produce various toxins and gases that lead to bloating and further impair your gut motility. Fortunately, mastic helps correct these problems in multiple ways at the root cause. Studies have shown that in serious motility disorders like gastroparesis, where the motility of the gut is impaired due to damage of the vagus nerve, mastic gum enhances the timely movement of food through the digestive system. More importantly, mastic was proven to improve their digestive symptoms like nausea, bloating, and a feeling of fullness, as well as an increase in appetite. Promoting motility is key to ensure the gut stays clean and healthy, though the magic of mastic for these issues doesn't stop there. Mastic's antimicrobial properties that make it a powerhouse for oral health extend into the gut. It has effectiveness against H. pylori, a major bacterial culprit in conditions of severe gastrointestinal distress like gastritis, stomach ulcers, and even stomach cancers. Furthermore, by increasing saliva production, an integral component of digestion and a key antimicrobial factor in and of itself, mastic gum works to combat bacterial dwelling not only in the mouth but throughout the entire gut. This is of particular interest in treating gastrointestinal disorders such as irritable bowel syndrome and even the more serious inflammatory bowel diseases. Conditions accompanied by digestive symptoms like bloating, gas, diarrhea, and constipation that can all be driven by poor motility and subsequent bacterial overgrowth. Now, I know what you're thinking. There's no way that gum can actually treat something as serious as inflammatory bowel disease, but you have to stick with me here. Mastic has been tested clinically in chronic conditions like Crohn's disease, where the anti-inflammatory prowess of mastic gum is especially meaningful. Yes, mastic gum has been shown to help reduce inflammation and symptoms in this debilitating condition. Its direct inhibition of key pro-inflammatory pathways, counteracting nitric oxide synthesis and inhibiting prostaglandin production, provides a glimpse into its complex mechanisms of action. In our opinion, the absolute best mastic gum, the one we use ourselves and with clients, is Greco Gum. The team at Greco Gum is so committed to bringing us the finest product possible that they traveled to Chios in Greece to see it for themselves and brought to you guys the footage featured throughout this video. If you want to experience the benefits of mastic gum for yourself, click the top right of your screen or visit the link in the description. Those looking to adopt mastic gum into their health regimen can enjoy it without the need for strict dosing guidelines. I think just going by feel and your response is best. However, saliva samples in clinical trials have shown that 15-minute chewing sessions with mastic gum substantially reduced total oral bacterial counts, and 45 minutes to an hour gave reductions in strep mutans and other lactic acid producing bacteria. It's quite hard when it comes out of the pack, so be sure to leave it in your mouth for a bit to warm up and soften as it forms a delightful piece of gum that you can chew. The pieces are also re-chewable, so the tin can last over a month. Reports of cleaner feeling teeth, fresher breath, clean tongue, reduced bloating, improved appetite, and more consistent bowel movements are common praises among those who regularly chew mastic gum. Honestly, it's too easy, affordable, and effective to not at least give it a shot. As amazing as mastic gum is, it may not be the only thing you need on the journey to heal. Unlock your full potential with our premium consulting service, Prism. Our team of practitioners will tailor our gut-centric approach to your unique needs, offering personalized guidance, in-depth analysis, and a range of effective solutions. Click the top right corner or visit the link in the description for a free consultation, where we'll assess your health goals and discuss how Prism can help you. Mastic gum's journey from an age-old natural remedy to a subject of extensive scientific investigation has illuminated the varied ways in which it can enhance both oral and digestive health. As a natural substance used traditionally for thousands of years, modern research substantiates that mastic gum has a role in the treatment of dental decay, gum disease, oral cancer, and various gastrointestinal issues like dysregulated motility, bacterial overgrowths, and even inflammatory bowel disease, stomach ulcers, and cancers. Thank you for joining us as we traverse the vast landscape of mastic gum's benefits. We hope you all enjoyed the video and were able to learn something to improve your health. As always, don't let them fool you. Subscribe to our channel.